Greetings. Today we will build lightweight code highlighter with using Prism.js and Textarea. So you can do something, can delete, you can add some code and it will be highlighted. Also you can change type, for example HTML, and now if you copy HTML tag and add it here, it's also highlighted. Okay, so let's begin. Prism.js is a lightweight syntax highlighter. There is also article how to create editable text array, but it's only for vanilla JavaScript. And actually we will build something similar to this one with couple improvements. To install it we need use command npm install Prism.js. I already did it, and also there is one more article how to use it in Angular. You can find it here. So it's a little bit old, but we also use something similar to this one. And in our project I already cleaned our app component, just left these two tags with text, also added some basic styles. So let's create Prism service. I already created folder services and added file Prism service.ts. So this is our service provided in root. We imported this from our Prism.js, and we have two methods. One is highlight all. We add it when we update our code. So after we type something, we need to highlight it. So we need this method. And also there is one more, is convert HTML into string, because we will use inner HTML and we need to replace the symbols with different ones, so it will render it properly. In our app module we need to import reactive force module. Also in our app component we need to add Prism service, form builder and renderer too. Also we need to add couple variables, subscription, highlighted false, we need it with false, and code type JavaScript. And this will be for our type of code what we need to highlight. So it will be like it can be like CSS, JavaScript, HTML, SAS, and many others. Also we need init our form and create getter for our form control. So it will be like content control. So let's save it. Let's create our form. We bind it to our form group, and we create a code container with class also line numbers. This class need depends on this plugin. Also we add Textarea with form control name content, and we create reference template variable Textarea. Also we add this class and spell check false. Now we create pre-tag and add class and reference variable, and we add code with this reference variable, and also we add ng class code. This is our custom class, and this one is for Prism.js library, and we need to provide some class language and add type of language. It can be JavaScript, as HTML, CSS, and others. For in our case it's JavaScript, and we can change it later. So let's save it. Now let's test it, but before we need to import global styles for our Prism.js. So you can choose different themes. I believe they have more, but I copied couple. So for example, we use this one, Octavia theme, and in our app component we create text variable. So we add some text, we save it. Also in our app component HTML we add this variable to our code, and let's check it. As we see, we have highlighting of our text, because if we comment this one, there is no more highlighting anymore. So we can choose different theme, and you have different colors, so I think it's nice. Now we need to add styles for our Textarea, so this will go on the top of our pre-tag. So in our app styles we add styles to our code container, and we make it 1000 pixels and center it, and add min height 150 pixels. Also we add some styles to our text array, and now we need to add same font size and font family for our text array and code tag. Now add styles to our pre and code classes. So this will be height 100%, and we inherit min height. So if no code, we have 150 pixels for this one, and we add some padding. So from the left it will be 15 pixels. It's from the top 15 pixels, and from the left 70 pixels, because we need it, because we have these line numbers. Also we add text area. Let's save it, and we see, so for this text array we add caret color white, we add these styles, resize none, position absolute, top null, top 0 and bottom 0, so it makes our text array same height as our main container. So code is transparent, but we can put some another one, and background as well, and we see it's full, it takes the same space as container. So but we don't need this to be visible, so we put it in transparent, and we have same padding as our pre-tag, and also we put the index 2, and here's the index 1, so text array go on the top of our pre-tag. Now we need to implement our hooks, and we need to get our elements with view child. Also we init our hooks, our methods. Now after view init we add press service highlight all, and after view checked, so we put this trigger. So if it's true we highlight, and set it to false. So every time we change some value, we set it to true. Now we need to listen our form. So create method listen form, and we need to subscribe to form value changes. Now we get our input, and we need to modify it with using our convert HTML into string method, and pass here our content. So actually it's our input, so it will modify it when it is HTML text. Later we need to use renderer. It's Angular. Use it to set some properties. In our case we set init HTML and pass here our content. Now we need to add that highlighted is true, so we need to update our view. Another one method is synchronize scroll. So when we scroll our when we have here scroll and we scroll our form, we want to be synchronized with our div, with this container. So we create subscription to event on scroll with our Textarea, and we subscribe to it. Now we need to create these variables, and we set our properties to the same position. We need to set our pre element. So also we're using this render as well, and we add this subscription to this one. So now in our on init we need these methods, and this one need to go fast. Also in our on destroy we do unsubscribe. So when we save it, we copy our method, and when we go here we see everything is nice. So when in our text we can do, for example, red, and we see this our text of Textarea is the same on the same position of our text of our pre-tag. So let's try to make, and this is what we need. So put it back to transparent. And last thing, we need to display our line numbers. So in our styles we add these styles. I just copied it from DevTools, from official Prism website, because when we have this plugin, I don't know, maybe we need to import some extra styles, but I didn't find it, so I did it myself. I just copied it and just did some improvements. And if we copy some code, for example this one, and we pass it here, we have our lines, and we have centered, and everything looks beautiful. Also we can try our HTML. So here actually we don't need this text anymore, and let's change it on HTML. Now we need to copy some HTML. and if we see everything looks good. Thank you for watching. See you next time.